Good evening and welcome to the DramaDon Monologathon. My name is Ed Meehan and I have the great fortune of being the drama teacher here at Acalanes High School. And one of the reasons I count myself so lucky is the program you're about to watch. Tonight's performances have been written by the actors themselves. Much like in traditional shows that you may have seen at our little theater or our PAC, some actors are presenting characters that are very similar to themselves, and some are creating characters that are very different. In all cases, however, we hope you see something that you can relate to tonight. We hope you hear a message that makes you think or moves you or inspires you. We hope this because we all come to the theater to revel in the common human experience. Even though we cannot be in the same physical space, we are grateful that we can still unite and share these voices and stories with you. So, without further ado, the DramaDon Monologathon.
Can't you listen to your own damn mother for 2 minutes? Don't go making brash decisions before you can even hear me speak. Just hear me. I know I can't excuse what I've done, and I don't expect forgiveness, but I expect some form of understanding. You know plenty about your father by now. You know, when you left when you were 10 years old, your brother was 8. You're probably sick of the story by now, but one thing I've failed to mention to you in every retelling that you'd think it was obvious is just how much it destroyed me to lose him. Did you ever see me shed a single tear? Did you ever hear me lament about my pain? As your mother, I never wanted you or your brother to see me as weak. It's a parent's job to stay strong. But now I see that same logic has gotten me into a whole other problem. You seem to think I'm so apathetic I don't care about my own children. You think your presence here in my home is unwanted, unneeded, but it couldn't be further from the truth. I've grown so accustomed to hiding my emotions, I must have forgotten how to show any. I'm sorry. I could have done better. As your mother, as the old bag you take care of day after day. Please don't go. I need you more than you know.
I don't believe this. No, I won't believe this. My research could help thousands of people. My research, not yours. You did nothing. I thought you believed in me, but now you want me to give you all the credit? This is insane. I can't believe I ever trusted you. You sit there in your fancy suit, slapping your name on our hard work, and I'm sick of it. I slaved away day and night for months to produce this, but where were you? Where were you during the hundreds of tests and trials? Where were you during the constant failures? You weren't out in the labs and fields with me. No, you were here, waiting for me to do all the work for you. I thought you were different. I can't believe how stupid I was. I'm supposed to be the smart one. I have worked my whole life for this. You can't take it from me. Not this time. I won't let you.
But this isn't like last time. This isn't some phase or passing fad. I have found my calling. And I need you more than ever to support me. I know I'm asking a lot. This internship is pretty far away, not to mention expensive. And I'd have to start all over again. But you don't know what it's like for me. I mean, I walk into these interviews, and the moment people see me, they've already made up their minds. And they look at my resume and say I have no real experience, and it's just the nail in the coffin. They get this look in their eye, like all they can see is a foolish girl who doesn't belong. and who can never earn her place there. Please, just don't look at me like they do. Trust me. Believe in me. I know I'm gonna be a great photographer. I just need a little nudge.
I'm sorry, alright? I'm so sorry that I put your success above all. I've lived my life through and there's so much I want to achieve, but it's too late for me now. My life is almost over and I haven't lived a day. All of my hard work was so that one day I would enjoy myself and not need to be, doing all day. But that day never came. I worked and worked until I physically could not. And I don't want that for you. I pester you about the details so that one day you can settle and retire happily and comfortably. You need to live your life as you please and not let the pressure of others change you. I allowed the love of my life escape my grasp, and I will never let go of that. In the moment of letting him leave me to support this wretched country in war, I felt like the heroine of my own story, and that my career would persevere in the absence of true love and true joy. However, I was sadly mistaken as I let my career take me away from the joys of life, away from love. I love you, but I just won't allow you to suffer like me and throw your life away to work. Back in my day, women didn't have the same opportunities presented to you now. Use that. You are smart and beautiful. Use that. My fingers hardly work and my skin sags now, but you know what they say, right? Work hard enough and you'll get the corner office. So, please, just do as I ask. Your time is now. Thank you.
You don't want me to go. I can see it on your face. And I'm sorry because your words aren't enough. This is my whole life, Thomas. It isn't a small decision. And I understand how crushing this might be for you. If I was in your shoes, I know I'd be disappointed too. What were the odds I'd get in anyways? But I did. And even though it means I have to move across the country away from you, I need you to support me on this. And it can't just be empty words, you telling me what you think I want to hear. You've known me for years. You've seen me here and you've seen me there, and you know. I'll be happier if I go. Every day since we've moved, it's been hard. I've adapted, and I'm not trying to complain about the amazing life that I have. But you know how hard it is for me to really trust people. And everyone here is fake, never telling the truth, materialistic. People aren't friendly here. Please.
Are you kidding me? Are you really trying to stop me again from what I want to do? Each time you've tried to stop me, and each time I have to tell you why I want to leave. What made it so that you want to protect me? Protect me from what? Can't you understand that there's so much more out there for me than I want to achieve? Why can't you understand why I want to do this? I'm not in the wrong, no matter how much you might say I am. If you want to try and crush my dreams, then go ahead and try. I don't see you as a mother anymore, and I don't think I ever will. You've torn me to shreds and tried to put me back together again, and no matter what you do, it just won't work. You know what? I'm done with trying to reason with you. I can just do whatever I want. Your lack of hope disgusts me, and the fact that you can't escape from the past and move on is depressing. I'm going to do what I want, and your words alone can't stop me. If I ever see you again, I sincerely hope you would have changed. The version of you right now that I know makes me ashamed of being related to you. I'm moving on to better things and a brighter future, and you should too.
Sorry I'm late. I had my driver's test this morning. Oh, how did it go? Well, funny you should ask. So, I drove to the DMV with my mom in the passenger seat. No problems, right? All was well. And I mean, I've been told since I got my permit that I'm a great driver, so I wasn't really, stressed or anything. Well, after checking in and doing the eye exam, I go bring around the car to the waiting area. And the guy giving me the test, I think his name was Earl, or something like that. He did the walk around, you know, the thing where they check all the safety signals on the car, the right blinker on, left blinker. Yeah, you get it. So then he hopped in, and after checking through my permit documents, we were ready to go. So I started pulling out of the DMV, and I swear when I looked both ways, there was no one in the road, but as I'm turning out, I hear this thud, and it was ooh, very obviously a person. So I looked over at Earl, completely petrified, and he was looking at his phone, showing no indication that he noticed what happened. So I kept driving. Look, I know it wasn't the good thing to do, okay? I'm well aware of that. But I mean, I barely even tapped the guy. I'm 100% sure he was overreacting. I mean, if Earl didn't even notice, then how was it a big enough deal for me to stop the car and go over and help him, right? And I'm positive he wasn't there when I checked the road. I don't know how he did it, but he definitely must have teleported or something, or he was hiding behind the bush and then jumped in front of me to get the insurance money from getting hit. That's the only possible explanation, right? Why are you looking at me like that? I did absolutely nothing wrong. Okay, so yes, perhaps I committed vehicular manslaughter if you want to get all technical and shit, but there's no proof of that. He wasn't even there when we got back, so there's no way to be sure. And in the hypothetical situation where I did kill the guy, at least I can run away faster now because driving is so much faster than running away on foot. Oh yeah, a pass the test with flying colors.
There's something here that it doesn't add up. I mean, she's not like that. Trust me, I've known her since, I don't know, maybe since I was 10, and she's the only person that ever believes in me, and I'm telling you, she couldn't have done that, okay? She couldn't have. Look, you know that person, right? That person that is always going to be there for you, and you know that no matter how much of a mess up you are, they're always going to catch you, right? And sometimes you think you're not enough, but this person is always going to call you and tell you that you are. You know that person. I know that you do. Okay, and I'm not trying to be corny, but that's just how it is. All right, that's my aunt. She's that person for me. And look, if you guys are just looking for someone to blame, if that's what this is, then just take me. All right, just take me. I got my wrist out. I'm compliant or whatever, and you just cuff him, and this whole thing will be over with, right? What? Oh, come on, guys. I know what this whole thing is about. I know what it is. It's political, right? Right? And it always have to do with money and I can get you money. Yeah, I can get you money if you just give me a little bit more time and I can get you some, because you know, right now I only have like 100, but I can get you more. I promise. Come on. Come on. Work with me here, okay? Please, you gotta listen to me. You can't do this. Isn't this the justice system? Then where's the goddamn justice, huh? You don't know her like I do. And if you take her, if she's everything to everyone. And if you take her, you will be destroying me and everyone outside of this building who's waiting for her. We're good people. She's good people. All right? Please. Just tell me what it's gonna take, because I can't lose her. Okay, I can't lose another person again. Please.
If you sat me down and told me 3 months ago that I wouldn't be in school right now, I would have never believed you. Nothing could have prepared me for this. Science told us that we should have seen it coming, but nobody did. No one predicted in 2019 that when the new year rolled around, we would find ourselves stuck inside our houses in the middle of a global pandemic. No one knew that you would come. But you did. You have killed thousands of people, and millions have tested positive. And no one knew that after Thursday, March 12th, school would be canceled for 2 weeks. And eventually that Thursday, which had absolutely no meaning before, would turn into our last day of school for the year. And the last day of high school for our seniors. You did that. No one could have warned me to make the most of the time I had when I was free to walk next to somebody and not be 6 feet apart while wearing a mask. I didn't know that I would ever miss the feeling of coming home from a long day of school and work and extracurricular activities to only have enough energy to sling my backpack across the floor and collapse on my bed. Or the feeling of staying up all night to finish an essay that's due the next day. I miss sitting in class and staring at the ceiling, waiting for the bell to ring. I miss being exhausted because school and rehearsals, they used to take all of my energy. And I miss it when our teachers would hand out the test that no one studied for. And after the whole class read the first question, we would all look up at each other as if saying in unison, This is gonna be hard. I miss it all. I miss freedom. I miss people. You keep on taking things away from me. What did I ever do to you? You know, I thought that when this all started that the days would eventually get easier. I was wrong. Every day that we are quarantined gets exponentially harder. Harder to wake up and roll out of bed in the morning. Harder to find motivation to get anything done. Harder because I have nothing to look forward to. COVID-19, you took that all away from me. And everyone keeps on telling me that this is only temporary, but how long is temporary? A week? A month? A year? No one has any answers. I stopped counting days as Monday through Sunday. Now it's just this day, and that day, and the next day. Our situation right now doesn't have an on and off switch. You are not going to disappear at the end of the month. But maybe, just maybe, you will stand a little bit closer to the door. I'm an optimist. I have hope that things will be a little bit better. But that's really all any of us can do, is hope. Hope that you will go away. So, to you, COVID-19, I'm at a loss of words. I really wish that you never showed up.
That's our program, folks. Before we sign off, I would just like to say how proud I am of my DramaDons for producing such beautiful work in such challenging times. On behalf of the DramaDons, I wish you all a pleasant, safe, restorative summer. Good night and be well.
Rawr!